wrong. Sometimes the other dudes don't get it right. They don't get it right. Daddy does his homework every night. What's local news, world news, national news? He's gonna keep it tight. For the people, he will fight, 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 fight.
And just when you thought it may be safe, it is absolutely positively not. And good Monday evening, and welcome again to the most controversial television talk show anywhere in the Memphis and Mid-South area. Thank you so very much for being here with me on this evening. Well, in Memphis and Shelby County, if you have not registered to vote by today, well, tough titty. You will not be voting. Today was the last official day that you could register to vote in the Memphis and Shelby County area. So I'm hoping that most of you are registered. And one of the reasons that it was important to also check your registration, whether you believe that you are registered or not. One of the reasons that it's important, and I want people all over the country that's viewing this to understand this as well, is that many of you have been purged and don't even know that you've been purged from the registration rolls. Maybe you've moved, maybe you haven't voted, this, that, or the other, and you've been taken off of the rolls, whether it was a political plot, political plan, or because of you. Many of you have been removed from the rolls, but you can go to vote.org and find out, well, hell, if it's passed today, it really is not going to make any difference. Early voting will start in this area on next week. Early voting will start in the Memphis and Mid-South area on next week. There are some changes in some things that are going on. We'll have to find out where all of the early voting locations will happen to be. Also, I'm going to pass on this information. One of the things that has helped many politicians in this area has been the ballot. Has been the ballot. They give you a piece of paper and tell you that these are the best persons that are suited for this particular office. Well, two of those individuals who make a lot of money during the political season will not. The courts on Friday told Greg Grant, know Greg for years, and LaTroy Williams, I've known him for years as well, that they can no longer do ballots. Well, they can't do ballots for this election. And this is a court order. They were in court on Friday on contempt of court charges. They did one the last time, and it has Democrat on it. They have a Democratic label on it. That this is the Democratic ballot. Well, because of that, they were sued. Steve Cohen, Congressman Steve Cohen, I believe, was one of the persons that sued them. So that ain't gonna work. That's not going to work. So they will not be able to pass out ballots on this particular time. Ballots is a form of money making. Okay, ballots are a form of money making, but it's not always the best persons that are represented that are on the ballots. It's those who are $1,000 to have their picture on a ballot, but it's not always the best person. Okay, not always the best person. Politicians, and especially those in Memphis and probably in most of these areas, are schemers. They don't want to spend money to get their voices out. They want you to do things for free. But politicians are also individuals who will do anything and say anything that they think people will believe because people don't read, people don't do any research for themselves, so they bamboozle you and run you amok. So we're going to see what this election does. As of right now, only one politician has spent money with me. Only one. Only one. Because some of the politicians that are running know, first of all, I ain't gonna play your game. If you ain't worthy, I can't put my name behind a crook. And some of these persons that are running are manipulators. They are crooks, and I don't deal with it. Okay? I don't deal with them in any shape, form, or stretch of the imagination. I will not bag down off of what my feelings are and what I know you will and will not do for the community for your money. Because I got to live after your money, and I've been on the air for 40 years, and things that I've said for the last 40 years, I've been able to back up. In fact, the white medias, the so-called big boys of media, have followed along with what I'm saying, and they do the story as soon as they find out that Daddy's got it. Let's do it because Thaddeus has it. So I want you to understand that there are some people that are not going to deal with me. And some of your state representatives are not going to deal with me because I know they full of shit. Okay, and I tell them y'all full of shit. So you ain't gonna bring your money to me. And some say, well, just leave it alone and take their money. No, I can't do that. I can't just take the money and not tell y'all the truth. Uh, Only one candidate thus far, and that's the only one that I will be telling you thus far that you need to vote for, and that's John DeBerry. John DeBerry has represented District 90 for the last 20 years. That means that 13 consecutive times you have voted John DeBerry into office because John DeBerry has been getting the job done. You know the DeBerry name, and you know what the DeBerry name has done in this community. And I'm I'm there for John. I'm there for John because I know that John can get the job done. Plus, John called me and said, I need your help and I need your support. Um, and I'm there for John. I've looked at John's opponent, a fellow by the name of Tory Harris, will tell you that, well, you shouldn't vote for him. And I guess that's what opponents say, but he can't give you a strong reason why you can't vote or you shouldn't vote for John DeBerry. He'll tell you that, well, he's friends with Republicans and he sought Republican help. Well, you don't care. You don't care as long as you get what you need in your district. There's no difference really in a Democrat or a Republican. All you care as a resident is to be able to bring uh, progress into your particular community. And that's what John DeBerry has done. Yes, he has worked with some Republicans, no doubt about it. But let them tell you the truth that there are 99 representatives across the state of Tennessee, but only 25 of them happen to be Democrats. The state of Tennessee is a Republican. Uh, Charles Davis, don't worry about my damn channel. That ain't your goddamn business. No, motherfucker. Worry about your business. Won't they suspend your channel for you telling them about their self? You trying to get us to vote for him, but he ain't no better. Everybody trying to get a dollar now. Much is he paying you under the table? No, I don't get paid, fucker. I get paid across the table, motherfucker. I get paid, and every motherfucker that's running for office understands that I don't do it for free, motherfucker. They pay the white folk, they pay me. Okay? Okay? Yeah, I am for the dollar, motherfucker. And I own my own shit, motherfucker. Okay? Yes, I'm in the business for money. I'm here for free. I'm not here as a social service agent, motherfucker. I am here to make money, but you will be surprised at the money I have turned down for motherfuckers I know ain't no damn good. I don't help motherfuckers that ain't no motherfucking good. Motherfucker. Ignorant motherfucker. I look at a man like D-Berry, who's been there for 26 years and have done a type of job that is what we are looking for. And we're looking for people. Too often we vote black folk in office because they are black. I'm going to hell? Well, motherfucker, I'll meet your ugly ass mammy in hell. Now, fuck you. In fact, fuck you so that we're going to take your ass off the goddamn page. Ooh, he talking bad. If you don't like it, get off the page. Because ain't no bullshit here. You can't bullshit me on my page. Okay? Tory Harris is an individual that is being manipulated by people in the Democratic Party that did not like John D-Berry. Yes, I'm here to support John D-Berry. Did John D-Berry pay me? Yes, John D-Berry paid me. If your name is Mary, don't you weep. You gonna pay me. If your name Lazarus, Peter, James, or Paul, and it's politics, and you're running for office, you're gonna pay me. So the black man ain't supposed to get paid. The white man is supposed to get paid. But you got a problem with the black man getting paid. Kiss my ass, and you can call it jello if you want. I'm here for the purpose. This is a television talk show. This is a multimedia show. I'm one with my own channel. I already got 4 stars because of the viewership. I got 4 stars already. 4 out of 5 stars on Roku. Because I bring an audience to what I do. This is controversial media. This ain't the Mary Don't You Weep Humpty Dumpty Saturday little Susie Walker. What's her name? This ain't that. This is hardcore TV. This is just like it is. This is not giving a fuck what you think TV. I think I like that. This ain't giving a fuck TV. See, some of you Johnny come laters don't know me and don't know my history. I've been controversial for the last 40 years that I've been in media. I've exposed some of the biggest stories in this area. I've exposed some of the biggest preachers in this area. I've exposed some of the biggest politicians in this area, black and white. So don't give me that bullshit of I get paid. Do you think I apologize for getting paid? No. I thank the Lord for the pay and go to the bank and I pay some bills and buy some soap or some what's the name of it?
Bubble bars.
Bubble balls. And wash my ass with it. You don't have to apologize for making money. Touch your neighbor somewhere. Saints, I felt that as a Holy Ghost calling right there. Touch your neighbor and tell your neighbor, neighbor, I don't apologize for making money. Hell no. But when I look at John D. Berry, John D. Berry is the man. He's such a man that Tory Harris used a person from his staff, a white lawyer, used a person from his staff to manipulate the manipulators over the state Democratic Party. He has been a black man, a black pastor to be exact, in the Church of Christ that has represented well the people of District 90. You would not have put it in there 16 consecutive times. John D. Berry could go home and sit at the house, run his own business. But he wants to continue fighting for the people of District 90. John D. Berry has been voting since 1979. Straight Democratic. Yes, if a Republican can help his district, yes, he gets their support. So you get these politicians, and don't y'all worry, I'm getting to Trump in just a minute. You get these politicians that's so hung up over their titles of having a D in front of or behind their names that they forget about the damn people. All they care about is the D. Whatever the D. They know that the D is crooked. But that's all that they care about is the D. When you look at having 99, there are 99 representatives for the state of Tennessee, and only 25 of them in a Republican state are there. 25 Democrats. Anything that someone brings to your community, what he is doing is magical. It happened by working with those who would normally be opposed to Democrats. He's respected by the Democrats, and he's respected by some Democrats. He's respected by some Republicans, and those Republicans. Nothing happens in the state of Tennessee without Republican backing. Nothing. You can't get $1 into your district unless there has been some Republican that says that's a good bill. What do you want? What do you want? Somebody that's more concerned about the D, or someone that is concerned about the people. That's what you got in John D. Berry. I know him. Tory Harris, Johnny come lately. Okay, Johnny come lately. No record of service. He is the people at the Planned Parenthood. They support him. The organization that was originally called the Nigger Project. That was their original name under Margaret Sanger, the Nigger Project. John D. Berry does not believe in abortion. John D. Berry does not believe in the killing of babies. And I hear women say, well, we all have a choice. No, you all have a choice to close your motherfucking legs. You all have a choice of putting a rubber on a dick before it go in your pussy. That's what you all have a choice of. The abortion should not be used as a form of birth control. And many women are misusing it You're killing babies. You're killing lawyers and doctors and preachers and teachers because you are not responsible enough to close your legs. So here comes this man who says he's bisexual, and you can fuck anything you want. Fuck anybody you want. You fuck men and women, and your only answer is that you're supposed to have a right to a private life. You can have whatever private life you want. But when you become a politician, and when you as a politician wants to ask preachers and churches for their money, you want their endorsement, then they get a right to ask you, you like fucking boys? How young the little boys you fuck? You fuck the girls too. You ain't worried that you're carrying a disease from the booty hole to the pussy hole? Are you the one that gets fucked in the ass? We're only asking you this because you run for office and everything that you running for is what we don't believe in the church. We don't believe in the men fucking the men. I mean, that's the law says it's all right for you to get all the booty that you want, Mr. Harris, and you can pull your dick right on out. And if it's a pussy right there, stick it right on in. That's your business. Okay, that's your business. But don't come at us as the good church people, the missionary society, the mothers bowl, the deacons bowl, and don't be asking us for us money in this pandemic time to help you your race, and and you can fuck in your ass too. It's your ass, Mr. Harris. Your ass. Do it. Somebody asked me, what about women who are raped and they don't want a constant reminder they shouldn't have a choice to terminate their pregnancy? I'm not talking about that, baby. I'm talking about the fact of women who willfully. That number is a very low number. Very low number. But I am talking about women who just because they, I got pregnant, and they abort a baby. Those are the ones. Okay. So now I want you to get you a damn lie. Know what the fuck you talking about before you give an opinion about what I like and don't like. She wants to say you don't like gay people, period. I have no problem with gay, period. I like pussy. Okay? I like pussy. I know business people that are gay. And I get no problem. I get no problem with you liking what you like. I do business. I've been on the television show of a good friend of mine that's homosexual. And that's T.S. Madison. T.S. and I are friends. Look, that's her lifestyle. Well, she got millions of viewers, and every time I go on her show, mine's increase larger and larger. We don't talk about that, and if we do, I get my opinion. Okay? So when you talk about me, know motherfucking well what the fuck you talking about. Because anything that I believe in, I'll say it. I like pussy. Okay? Can I say that again? I like pussy with a wide ass and big titties. That's the kind I like. I'm not going to cut off making a living because of somebody else's opinion. When I deal with politics, politics is an open book. If I ran for office, somebody would probably say, well, he liked pussy. I say, amen. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Hey! Okay? I like it. I like pussy. Pussy! I'm ashamed of that. Well, you run for office, but you'll drink. I do. Want to drink right now. And here's what I say to the young man. Tell people that you like pussy and dick. It's all right. It cannot be. Yes, I like BBWs. Yes. There cannot be secrets in politics. And in fact, on yourself. Somebody else will tell on you. This is a short matter one. I'm about to put your ass off my page. Okay, because that ain't got shit to do with what I'm talking about. Okay, that ain't got shit to do with what I'm talking about now. And don't be simple and elementary minded. I can't stand elementary minded motherfuckers. Okay? Tell on yourself. Tell on yourself. I know, yes, I like lesbians. We like the same thing. I ain't mad at them. I don't care who you fuck as long as it ain't a baby. As long as it's not a child. But my issue with Tory Harris is you're going to the church, you're going to ministers, you're going to religious organizations, and you asking them for their support and you're asking them for their money, and you are not being honest with them as to who you are. If you like pussy, tell them at the ministers meeting that I like pussy. You might get all that support then, because they all like pussy too. And it don't always be the first lady's pussy that they like. So that's what I'm talking about. When it comes to abortions, I am 100% against abortions if you are raped. If that child is going to come here deformed and crippled like some of y'all asses, y'all should have been aborted. If that's a different thing. Okay? Charles 35 days, you ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. Gonna get this pistol put in your motherfucking mouth and blown your motherfucking head off. Okay, don't talk that shit to me. Okay? Because I stand on what I say. And you go. You go. Folks don't want real no more. Folks don't want you to be real no more. They want the political shenanigans that they've been getting. So yes, John Deaver has spoken out against it. And you want to kill a baby because you didn't put a rubber on a dick. Your ass so hot, instead of swallowing the baby, you put it up in your ass. Should have swallowed the baby. Some of y'all got a stomach full of babies right now. Sound like a daycare center. When you burp, but I ain't gonna give you the bullshit. And if you're looking for bullshit, don't watch my goddamn show. Because I ain't gonna give you the bullshit. I ain't gonna give you what you want to hear. And yes, I cuss. That's the reason they call me the cussing pastor. For years, I didn't cuss on TV. I wanted to. Woo! No. For years, I wanted to cuss on TV. And radio. I still on radio because there's some criteria from a radio show that I agreed to when I took it. Well, let me share with you this. I support people that are going to support the people. And I'm asking for your vote. I was sitting here writing another commercial. Y'all seen the one with the Holy Ghost sisters on that, as I talked about Tory, who was dumb enough to send me a post that said that he was bisexual. A man that's married to another man, kissing another man. That's your business. Get your sugar from where you want. Get your sugar. We all like sugar. You like sugar, Dale? They all like sugar. I like sugar. Do y'all like sugar? but sugar is good. I could use a hug right now. My days be so long and so troublesome. I be needing a hug sometimes. Sometimes I can't get a hug nowhere. Lord have mercy. But Lord have mercy. Here's somebody say I like honey. I do. But I'm just telling you who that is. And there, uh, I want to give you some sugar. Okay, baby. I'll take care. I'll take care of sugar. Is that a woman?
I hope.
Huh?
I hope.
Is that a woman? She is. Yeah. So, I mean, I do have a stomach full of babies. Them babies don't even digest. We're gonna say right here. And we coming. The commentary. I'm gonna stay right here. What? It's warm in here. I could have been a scientist, but no, you swallowed me. This wasn't the hole I meant to go into. I meant to go into the other hole and come on out and be rich and famous as someone. No, you swallowed me. Yeah. So when John DeBerry takes a stand against women, when John DeBerry took a stand against abortion, oh, I guess I'm wrong. Just not a BBW. Okay, that's fine. Send me a picture of you and let me tell you if you find it or not. Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate a man that will stand up and be a man and will support what's right. That's what you have in John DeBerry. Now you'll see some of John's friends, kingmakers in the state legislature, they'll turn their back on him. See, when they were doing what they did, and here's what I say, the coward representatives that we have in Memphis. When Tory Harris was able to go and use a white lawyer to file an appeal with the Tennessee Democratic Party to have John, who was already on the ballot, to have John removed from the ballot as a Democrat. Tory Harris thought he had won. But there were Republicans who said that what the Democrats did to you is wrong. Tory Harris should beat you fair and square and not send his white crony who has a political agenda to attack you. So they put him back on the ballot, but he's running as an independent. Remember, on election day, you can vote for Republican or Democrat. You do not have to vote straight Democrat. And I was writing a Tory a commercial right then. You don't. Give John DeBerry your help and your support. Or you're going to see some of the turncoats on. But see, state legislators got to know that I keep my ears to the grinding board. And I know that even though Tory is running for office and running as a Democrat, I know some of these Tennessee legislators are going to turn turncoat. I know. I'm already hearing that State Representative Touche Parkinson is creating a ballot now that the other ballots are non-existent. That he's going to put Tory on his ballot, even though he works side by side with John DeBerry in the State House for the love of money. And because now Touche Parkinson thinks he's a kingmaker, because he's gotten two young ladies on the city council, his doo-doo don't stink no more. So I won't be surprised to see that. But the moment I do see it, I'll have a commercial for that. It'll be called the Turncoat commercial. I do commercials with just, my mind gets to spin, and I'll just make commercials. All right, let's get ready to take some commercials. I hadn't talked about Memphis politics and these quotes enough. When we come back, we'll talk about Donald Trump. And he home from the hospital right now. And we'll let you, I'm going to open up the phone lines and let you give your view on Donald Trump. Okay? We will be back here on the most controversial show in the world, the Thaddeus Matthews Show, after we take care of some business, pay some bills.
May I have your attention, please? This public service announcement is for church leaders and all Bible believers. There is currently a candidate running for office that wants to be the first openly gay state legislator elected and says that he has the support of religious leaders in State House District 90. But did this candidate, when he appeared before the Ministers Association and at various churches in the district, reveal that he had sex with both men and women? Did he reveal that he believes in gay marriage? And did he reveal that he's endorsed by child abortion group Planned Parenthood? As a man who openly says that he sleeps with both men and women, he has every right to run for the office. But if he's seeking the support of Bible-believing voters, they have the right to know his unbiblical beliefs. If you are a believer, you can't, in good conscience, vote for Tory Harris for State House Representative District 90. He's anti-Bible, which means that your vote for him is a vote against everything that the Bible teaches. Will you or your pastor sell your soul for a vote? Don't vote for Tory Harris. Vote for what your biblical beliefs have always told you to do. Stand up for God.
I was helping my coworker get her son out of jail, and a friend of mine referred us to Tiger Bonding Company. Neither one of us knew what to do to get the process started. The staff at Tiger Bonding informed us of what was required and professionally guided us through the process. The agents at Tiger Bonding turned a stressful situation into a pleasant experience. I recommend to anybody that needs the service of a bail bond company to call the dependable and reliable Tiger Bonding.
Whether you live in Memphis or anywhere in the country, security is an important feature. And that's the reason, whether it's your home or whether it's your business, you need to entrust your security to a company that can get it done just the way it needs to be done. That's the reason I entrust my home security and my business security to Shoney's Electronic Repair. In a city like Memphis, your security, your protection, your life, your safety is very important. Let me tell you one of the features that I really enjoy is being able to take my cell phone, and before I arrive at my house or even here at the church, I can see completely around the building. And that's important, especially for you ladies on your way home by yourself. You can see who's around your house, in front of your house, and even if there's someone on the inside of your house. I'm telling you, Shoney's Electronic Repair is the company that you need to call right now. They also provide monitoring so that if anyone does break into your home or your business, the police is notified immediately. They also have the video doorbell, so when someone pushes your button and goes ding-a-ling, well, you can see them and you can talk to them anywhere in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, if safety is an issue at your home or your business, pick up that phone right now and call Shoney's Electronic Repairs, area code 901-826-6447. That number one more time for your complete safety is 901-826-6447.
Are you looking to relocate your home or your business? Do you need someone that's professional, affordable, and reliable? Then you need to call Movers and More at 331-0063. 901-331-0063. Movers and More specializes in both commercial and residential relocation. They have 25 years of experience and are open 7 days a week. They also offer free estimate and offer local and long distance moving. Call Movers and More, 901-331-0063, 901-331-0063.
All right, thank you. Source, just go to my DM and put your real name and where you're located from, and then I'll add you to the sugar dumpling list at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I'll blow you a kiss. I blow a kiss to all these women in the morning. I have what it's called, and I've done it for years on radio. It's called the sugar dumpling list, and I play a song by Lil Milton called Sugar Dumpling. You my baby, I love you in every way. Sugar dumpling, you my baby. And that's for all the women who don't get no sugars in the morning from their man. They don't get no hello. They don't get no phone call or baby, I'm at work and I'm just thinking about you. And that's a lot of women, a lot of you women that don't get what you deserve as far as the attention of a man. So I get to it. Call your woman every morning, and tell your woman what you think of her. Sometimes your thoughts ain't all that great. I know. But just tell her, baby, I love you. And she be crazy as a motherfucker sometimes. But just tell the crazy motherfucker, look, I love you. Sometimes I have to play blues for y'all to help y'all. Let's straighten it out. Baby, sit yourself down, girl, and talk to me. Tell me what's on your mind. Yeah. But I do that at 7 o'clock every morning. And you ladies that ain't getting no sugar and wine, I belong to kids. I got a long list. I got about 30 women on that list, and I'm adding to that list. Uh, all you have to do is uh, put your name on my list, or I give out a number. What's my other number?
6476.
Write it down, baby. You know my man ain't that long. I've got a number that I use on the air in the morning that you can text me on. I don't answer the phone while I'm doing my show. But you can text me on and put your name on the list. 901-647-6055. 901-647-6055. I play blues that sound good, make you feel good, and will put you in your feelings. So I play that love stuff, the love blues. I got one that I'm playing now by a local artist, Terry Wright, called "How Sweet Is Your Candy." You know what you know what the candy is, don't you? How sweet is your candy? You ask about what flavor is your candy. Give me a break. Something eating in front of me. Big Jess, if you want to know about Raw, do it on your own motherfucking page. I don't give a fuck about the description rap. He ain't giving me no money. Are single women qualified? Yes. Them the ones, y'all got men. Hey, y'all got more men than married women. Some of y'all got the married woman. Man. You need to tell both of y'all in the morning, I love you. I'm gonna do a show. I'm trying to make some of this politics better. This is calling me from Los Angeles. Let's see, Jesus. This is gonna make good sense. All right, JR, who are you? What you want? What you want, bro? Yeah, goddamn it, I'm not your friend. What the fuck? Wait a minute. This is a talk show. You ain't got to check in with me. I ain't your friend. I didn't mean it. I swear on God, I didn't mean for you to call me. I was just being polite. I didn't want your ass to call me back. We ain't friends, JR. Look. And you know what? You done told the folks you called and talked to me, didn't you?
Yeah.
I didn't mean it, JR. That's just something you said. Like you tell folk when they come to your house, well, I don't say it, at home.
Friend.
I'm not your friend, JR. I don't know you. Yeah. See, if I met you, JR, we wouldn't get along. What kind of ideas do we have that's alike, JR?
Now, let me tell you, want me to tell you what kind of ideas we got, brother? For one,
Yes.
you drink Hennessy.
I drink Hennessy.
All right, you drink Hennessy. You like pussy? You like pussy?
I like the pussy.
All right, I just think you got that beat, you got that grace. I like grace.
Yes.
You could have sent me some of them grapes through the UPS or FedEx bill for a bag or two, bro.
How old are you, JR?
You my friend, bro. You my friend, bro.
How old are you, JR?
I like you, man. I like talking to you, brother. That's why I call you. You my long distance friend, man.
Okay. All right. Well, JR.
Why I can't call? When you want me to call you back again, brother?
Next month.
Next month. I think I get my check by then. I don't know. My check supposed to come next month, so I ain't for sure, but I got a couple of dollars. You know,
Do you-
that ain't nothing, man. I keep that ain't nothing, brother.
Do you drink, JR?
Oh, do I drink? Man, we talked about this last time I talked to you.
I never got talking to you.
You remember talking to me, my man?
Yeah, I remember talking to you. I don't remember what we talked about. I swear.
Oh, man, we talked about Donald Trump, man. We talked about Donald Trump when he was over there passing that shit around and he was not sick and all that shit, man.
So what do you think about the fact that he's at home now?
Oh, that's full of shit. Just like this nigga around the corner on me $5. He full of shit.
I tell you what, man. Get off the phone. Get off the phone and go get your $5. JR is JR. I gotta go. Yeah, JR. I gotta go. JR, I gotta go. I gotta go, JR. God damn it. Shit. I ain't gonna give you shit. Motherfucker. I ain't gonna give you shit. JR, I don't want to talk to you. God damn it, I don't like you. Look, I don't want to talk to you no more. I ain't gonna give you shit. I don't like you no more. I don't like you no more. God damn, JR. JR, do you have a woman? JR, do you have a woman? Okay. Okay, now I want you to go and find your woman. Go fuck. Fuck. Go get you some pussy or something. No, brother. JR, your time with me is up. I appreciate you calling me from Los. I appreciate you calling me next month. Call me next month. Call me in November. Okay, don't. All right, call me back. Call me back in November. Yeah, both. Call for me. Call for me on November the 4th.
Is that the time you gonna vote? Is that the time we got to vote?
Not you got vote November 3rd, not November 4th.
Oh man, listen here, brother. Let me talk to you, brother.
No, JR.
Whoa.
How come I get the crazy one? Man, I hung up on you because just because I'm tired of telling you. Okay. What was that that said there? Oh. All right. Now, I was trying to be okay. And my number is out there, 901-231-9239. Oh, shit. Crazy that is. Donald Trump is home. He's home. He came home this afternoon. He didn't go through the door of the White House that he normally goes through. He climbed the steps. He took his mask off and gave a salute. So he's home. He's home. And again, I have problems believing that much is wrong with him, or he's a man that just don't care. Now, when this pandemic started, I didn't wear the mask. Okay, I didn't wear it. I only wore the mask in places where you couldn't go in without a mask. But the longer this has stayed around, I'm massified now. I even had some masks made. I believe that it's real. I wear my mask. Yeah, I put on my mask when I'm around people. There are places that I don't go. Okay. Now, because of the people there, I used to hang out at a couple of places to have my Hennessy. But I don't go now anymore because of this outbreak of COVID. I've known some people that have died. Dale knows some folks. That guy who died, that was the second person in that family with him. The fourth somebody in that family that died. So basically, I only go to my house and here, Dale's house. And I don't socialize around a lot of people. I don't do that anymore because over 200,000 people in this country have died, and they're still dying. And I don't look for the COVID to get better anytime soon. As the leader, who wants him? 210,000. And if you ain't got good sense, I can hang up on you. Go ahead, Tony. Sir, get off my motherfucking phone. as I was saying, um, over 7 million total cases, over 210,000 dead in this country. It's serious. Old folk dying, young folk are dying. Trump called the death, not the death, but the virus, something that came from China. He called it fake news. But then we see what happens Friday. He's hospitalized, and I don't think that he really wanted to go. And then again, I think that he did. Okay? I think that if this whole weekend has been about a photo, and I'm not taking any calls until I get my sentence out. So whoever you are from California, I don't do good with conversations from California. Just hold on, or you call back in just a minute. I I don't think that this plot could have played out the way that he wanted it to play out if he had not left the White House and went to the Walter Reed facility. As I shared with you at 1 o'clock, that I took the whole day off on Saturday, didn't know what to do with myself. I don't know how y'all stayed in the bed all day, but I stayed in the bed until 5 o'clock. Not sleep, I just laid there in social media. Um, but I looked at CNN all day. And I noticed I was watching when the doctors came out, Dr. Conley, the chief White House physician, and had about, 8 other doctors with him. He gave his explanation. He wouldn't answer the questions of the reporters. Then we found out he lied. Then, after that lie, he had to come back and tell another lie to dress up the lie that he'd already told. Then we saw the president leave the hospital, get into his bulletproof SUV, and he paraded and waved hands so that the people could see him. Hey, Lord. Um, is it a hoax? Did you go Friday and you release either the law came by and touched you, or this has been a joke? Okay. Did he use the American people for a weekend public relations setup? Now, the only reason that I'm led to believe that he got some is that at least 30 people around him, and I've got a list of names, and I'm not going to go through all this list, but there's a list of at least 30 people who have been in his presence that caught the coronavirus. Kay Lynn, was it McEnany or whatever her name is, press secretary, called it. Chris Christie, former governor of Jersey, who was one of the coaches for the debate, didn't do too good with the coaching, but he was admitted into the hospital over the weekend. Trump's body man also had it. Now, the body man, and I don't know what the body man was. One of my favorite shows used to be West Wing that came on TV, and the little black guy that was in the picture was the body man. The body man is the dresser. He makes sure your clothes are on you right. He brings your clothes out. I sure hate they took West Wing off. That person, because of his close contact with Trump, also has the coronavirus. In fact, again, I've got a list of 30 names of individuals who caught the coronavirus. But is it all a hoax? You know, I put a picture up on social media of a plane flying over the White House, dropping Clorox on the White House. And there are still those in the White House that won't wear a mask. Are there people dying in this country because they follow Donald Trump? And their leader won't wear a mask. What's your real thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on what happened? We're going to open the phone line. Let me also answer the call from Memphis. See, my greatest hating area in the country is Memphis, Tennessee. If I want support on anything, my support comes out of Memphis, Tennessee. And the gentleman asked, and I use that word loosely, why did I come back to Facebook? Why did I come back to Instagram? There weren't any subscribers. Well, ThaddeusMatthewsTV.com made money, and it still makes money. And we're going to add some more things to the site, but here's what I thought of. I'm a businessman. When I created the TV channel, the viewership took off. I'm a numbers man. When I sell advertising, it's about money. It's about numbers. I understand that some of you are too broke, too poor, too jealous that you're going to spend the $9.95. So I deal with the numbers, and here's what I want you to understand: those numbers that you see at the top of the page are not the actual numbers. They're multiplied most times by 10. So if you got 73 at the top of the page, it's at least 800 people on the site that's watching you at that time. So I looked at the fact that I've got Roku, and already on Roku, we're rated 4 out of 5 stars. I've got 5 social media pages, which gives us thousands of views. I've got Instagram, even as crazy as they are, I got views. I got Periscope. I got YouTube. So when I put all of those numbers together, and when I sit down with a marketing person and sit down with a person selling advertising, here's the numbers that I have. Along with the fact that the name Cussing Pastor is now known around the country. What it does, it builds money. Okay? It builds numbers and money. Now he'll never subscribe because he likes free. He will not understand what I do because he can't do it. Let's go to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, wherever that is. Go ahead. My shit is already streaming on. Huh? Yo. Go ahead, brother, please.
What's up, man? You mentioned something on the show the other day I didn't like, man, and so I called to talk to you, man, about it.
What did I mention that you didn't like?
You know what you said, man, and
Man, I don't know. Man, wait a minute. First of all, brother, I don't know you, don't give a fuck about you. So what is it that I said? I don't remember you. What did I say to you? What did I say to you? I'll get the fuck off the phone. What did I say to you?
You know exactly what you said, man.
Okay, Biden the motherfucker. Why these men be so bitchified? And when I get calls from men like that, these are broke men. These are men that have nothing going on in their life. Please understand, I don't know you. Okay? I don't know you. We ain't friends in real life. It's just like Facebook. We ain't friends. Damn, California law, Jesus. No, JR, no more service. No more. No more. And I wonder, how do men get like this? How do men that have something going on in their life have time to be stupid? JR, you good for entertainment, brother, but not twice in one night. Not twice in one night. We're talking about something serious. And you guys are talking with, I know, I'm not your friend. 9 times out of 10, if I met you, I wouldn't like you. We couldn't go to dinner, we couldn't go to lunch, we couldn't do nothing together. Okay? But what we're talking about is something that is serious. And I know, yes, I have. Men are the most jealous creatures in the world. They can't stand to see another man doing something successful. They don't like that. They don't like that. Because it shows up their inadequacies, how weak they are, how they've wasted their lives. And when they see a black man that's sure of who he is, a free man that don't work for nobody, that puts his thoughts into motion. It bothers them. Here you are, somebody here in Memphis. I'm nobody to me. I don't know you, brother. You worried about my subscriptions, and you worried about how much money I got in my pocket. You ain't getting enough subscribers. So that right away tells me you don't want to see me with subscribers. Okay? But dog, man, what you do? I mean, Coach, you sack groceries at the Piggly Wiggly. Don't get mad at me. Because you put the mayonnaise on the sandwich at McDonald's. Don't get mad at me. Many of you have wasted your life and you don't know what to do. So when you see a black man on TV that don't work for white folk on TV, you don't know. You don't know what to do. How do I get that? How did I do that? And God gave us all a gift and a talent. You just wasted yours. You didn't know what to do to make your dream come. And what then? You know what? Make your dream come true. Some of y'all ain't had no dreams. You ain't never wanted to be nothing. You never thought about being successful. And if you don't think success, you'll never be it. If you don't think money, you'll never have it. Yeah. Scripture says, and it's so true, so a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You're not successful if you don't think you're successful. Scripture also says that God has a plan and a purpose for all of our lives. Well, show us, man. You're in the rat race of life. You know, you sit there and got your woman pregnant 19 times, and you work at Burger King. Your woman don't respect you. She puts up with you. No woman respects a weak man. No woman respects a man that she can manipulate. No woman even respects a man that won't growl back at her sometimes. A good growl back will make your woman's pussy wet. Because she looks for the authority in a man. She looks for the leadership in a man. And you are not a leader if your woman sitting at the house and you say, watch me do this on the phone. She realizes how silly you are. She hear you talking to me. And brother, you'll never be the man I am. I'm the man in your imagination that you want to be like. Your daddy didn't want you. Your mama wasn't crazy about you. So you're jealous and you're envious in my success. Question is asked, so how can a man find God's purpose for himself? God reveals his purpose. God doesn't take your purpose and hide it, man. God will open the door so that you can use your gift that He gave you. And some of us are too foolish to walk in the door. Look, it was not my plan to be in radio and TV. This wasn't my plan. Growing up, I never said I want to be on the radio. I never wanted to be on the TV. But there was a boldness in me. Okay. I was always blunt. And I was always saying what I thought. I knew music. And God opened up the door. I'm riding along one day without a job. Riding along without a job. And I got a wife and a baby. And I hear this announcement on the radio. Salesman needed. WXSS radio. I had been a salesman. MCI. I worked at funeral homes all my life. Some people never find their purpose. They don't know where to start or what it looks like. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you don't know where your purpose is. And we don't need the traits, DC traits. We don't need you correcting no words. If that's what your purpose is, get your ass off the page. That ain't even important. Ain't nobody made you the English professor on the page. Motherfucker, you ain't always right with your words either. But I answered the call that was in my head, and I don't take block numbers. I answered the call that I heard on the radio over 40 years ago. What if, here's the opportunity, here's the door. What if I had not answered the call? What if? What if I had missed my purpose? I knew as a child that I wasn't normal. I don't mean crazy. So I'm specific, I'm talking now. I'll tell you when it's okay to call me. I knew that God had a plan and a purpose for my life. I always felt that way. When the door opened, when I heard the call for the announcer for the radio station, for the cell phone rather, I answered. You found what to be rude. I found my niche. I went to the radio station, never sold radio advertising. I met with a man by the name of Purvis Spann out of Chicago, Illinois, who owns WVON radio in Chicago. His daughter Melanie runs the radio station. Now probably owns it by now. I learned all about advertising. I learned that radio and TV makes their money only on advertising. That's how radio stations and media programs and newspaper work is off of advertising. And I used to hang down by the studio. That was an old man. He was a player too. Well, Perry probably dead and gone on to wherever he's gone to now. Brother Perry was an older man. And this 40 years ago, so he probably dead now. Brother Perry was playing the gospel. He was playing the gospel, and Brother Perry had a jerry curl. And Brother Perry will put on something about Jesus and have his feet propped up on the board. Jerry curl juice, because he had one of them long jerry curls. This old man with hair on his shoulder. The women would come up to the radio station just to see Brother Perry. Well, the radio bug bit me. And I said, I can do that. I knew gospel music. This was a blues and gospel radio station. Gospel in the mornings from, what time was it? I think it was 5 a.m. From 5 to 9. 5 to 9 was gospel. Then the rest of the day, it was blues. And all day Sundays, playing gospel. Talking about the door. So I done got inside the main door that would change my life. I got in the door. And when you enter into a door and into a house, okay, there are other rooms in the house. But all of the doors are closed unless you open the door. So I went to the owners of the radio station. I went to Purvis Spann, and there was a manager there. Guy's name was Big Al Michaels. And I told him, I want his job. I'd never been on the radio. I knew I had the voice for it, and I knew the music. And I had the desire. I wanted it. I wanted his job. I had been at the radio station about a month then, selling advertising, living off a commission. And the guy made a deal with me. The station was a black-owned station, fighting for money. They had me doing commercials. I remember my first commercial was for some gypsies. Are you troubled? Are you sick? Do you have bad luck? Are you dealing with disappointment? Then you need to go see Mother Nicholas. I remember that. I remember doing the gypsy commercials. Then I had the ability to do voices I did Uncle Charlie's Meat Salads. You remember Uncle Charlie? There, he was on Hollywood, next to the furniture store. I did the voiceovers for Uncle Charlie's. Best house you gonna find in town is at Uncle Charlie's. And he made me a deal. He said, Thaddeus, if you go out and this week sell $5,000 in advertising, you can have Brother Perry's job. Because he didn't believe I could do it. I said, okay, write that down on paper and sign it. He wrote it on paper. He signed it. I sold about $6,000, $7,000 worth of advertising that week. They fired Brother Perry. Now, I done asked for the job, and I walked into the studio. At that time, radio station consoles were differently made than they are now. They had the little knobs and levels and stuff like that. But he was old. He could live off of retirement, I guess. I didn't care. I wanted the job. I went on the air. Charles 35 Davis, you're a sick, old, broke individual. Man, you ain't on my page. You keep making pages because of my greatness. You want to be as great as me. So you keep making pages to come on my page. I'm sitting there. What do I do? They didn't show me how to turn this knob and hit that button. And you always got channels. You got different channels, one for the mic, and this time we had turntables. Do y'all remember cassettes? We had a cassette. Then you had another channel for the cart machine that played the commercials. So I got to do all of this. And I had never done this. And let's see. Am I plugged in? I'm Charlie. First record that I ever played on the radio. And again, I started off. Oh yeah, the real. Woo! Y'all know what you know what a real is? Yeah. You ain't that old. That young. You don't know what a real recorder is.
No.
You never seen a real?
Where would I see one?
Thought y'all might have one down.
So we had everything else on.
So, yeah, we have a real in the studio that basically we use the reel for production. I don't want all of Trump and start talking about dreams and doors. Not sure. I'm trying to find the first song that I ever played on the radio, and I had to be ready to talk. It was by a local group here in Memphis that the owner of the station had interest in the record. And that's on a record, 45. And I hadn't said nothing on that yet. And I'm sitting there saying, Lord, help me make it. And I'm listening. And I'm sitting there. I'm getting that little bark in me. I'm sitting there. I'm looking at the record, and I'm looking at the needle on the record. The record. I gotta say something. It's the first record of the morning. It's my debut. I'm sitting there. I'm looking at the needle. So I gotta say something. What am I saying? And I knew that before the record gets to the end, I got to say something as the record is going out. So I sat there. So I said, okay, here I go. Here my debut on radio. I clicked the mic switch on.
That's Vince's on the Jubilee Hummingbirds on a Monday morning, 5:05 in the morning. And Lord, help me to make it. That's going to be my hope for today. Good morning. I am the one and only. I'm Thaddeus Matthews here on AM 1030 WXSS Radio in the heart and soul of Memphis, Tennessee. And I come to have a hand clapping, toe tapping good time.
Then I put the next record on. The door for me was open. The door for me was open. In about 30 minutes, I had the hang of all of the buttons and the knobs, and I knew the record. I could speak. I had the right radio voice to do it in, and the women loved my voice. So, you brand new on the radio? Lord have mercy. Why, Brother Perry? We don't care about Brother Perry. Play some song. And I kept playing the music. Oh, boy, y'all killed me. And if that's from SBP, you can kiss my entire black ass. But I don't work with it. Don't work. The door was open. I got fired quite a few times because I had a gift. And I had people tell me, you can't make it in radio. You can't do that. You ain't been to school. The school back then was Columbia School of Broadcasting. You ain't been to school. They haven't taught you how to talk. They haven't taught you how to play music. But I had folk listening to me in the morning. I had the phone ringing off the hook, trying to get a request in. I was on from 5 o'clock on Sunday morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon with the preachers and all that stuff. But they said I couldn't make it. I got fired a bunch of times from radio stations because they said I wanted to do it my way. Well, my way was working. The people were listening. Yeah, I like that. You hadn't been in favor with the school, but you had favor with God. And that was 40 years ago. Most of the people who told me I couldn't make it, you wouldn't know their names. You've never heard them on radio. You've never seen them on TV. They didn't make it. Because it wasn't for them to make it. They didn't want it bad enough. See, to be successful, to be where you want to be, you got to want it bad enough. The reason that many of you don't want it. My sermon yesterday morning was taken from Trump. Stand back and stand by. That was a statement that we heard all of last week. Stand back and stand by. God didn't give me that one until late Saturday evening. And then I looked at that statement and it's giving me another focus even tonight. That one of the most positive statements that I've heard all year, one of the most positive statements that I've heard anybody say was uttered through the mouth of Donald Trump when he said, stand back and stand by. What are you saying, Pastor? Here's what I'm saying to you. That God gave a message to America and gave a message to your life when he said, stand back and stand by. The reason that you're not successful and the reason that this country is in the turmoil that it is because we use the slogan, in God we trust, but we don't trust Him. We say that we want God to fix it. We want God to fix our lives, but we stand ourselves in God's way. And God said, well, if you want me to fix it, stand back. Stand back and know that I am God. Stand back. And once you stand back, then stand by and watch what I do. Well, that thing preached yesterday too. Go to my Facebook pages, you'll see it. Yeah. God will speak through your enemy. Donald Trump is everything that you believe that is demonic. And sometimes God uses a voice that you'll listen to, that you'll talk about. God took the saying of Donald Trump to bless him. How come your life is not going the way? How come you are not successful in your life? How come you have not met your dreams, and your dreams, if you have not become realities? Is because you won't stand back. You think that you got the answer. You think that it needs to go a certain way. But all God wants to do, stand back. Stand back. And then after you stand back and watch God do what God is able to do, just stand back. Yeah, I thank Brother Trump for that message on yesterday. Sometimes we are guilty of trying to do the job that we ask God to do. And he just sat back. He just said that. Now when you get through playing, when you get through trying at that thing, when you get through doing what you think you can do, just stand back and then stand back and watch what I'm doing. Let me tell you something. I ain't worried about Donald Trump. I ain't bit more worried about Donald Trump than the man in the moon. He can't block what God has for me. I ain't worried about the Proud Boys, because I'm a proud man. And in my proudness, I understand that obstacles and roadblocks come. They come. I'm just going to stand back. And I'm going to stand by. Even in this media business that I'm growing, sometimes I get in a hurry to do certain things, and God says, stand back. Stand by. Yeah. Sometimes we ask God to fight our battles. And we take the battle out of God's hands and try to put it in our hands, and we find ourselves losing the battle because you don't know how to fight. You sometimes don't know who your enemy is. Sometimes your enemy is smiling in your face. Sometimes you in the bed with your enemy. You sleeping with your enemy. Many of you got folk right in your family that don't want to see you successful. They can't understand why God is blessing you. They can't understand why you got some money. They can't understand why you got a nice house. You drive a nice car. You got a good job. you need to do when they start talking about you and they are envious and they want to have what you have? Just tell them, stand back. Stand back. Stand back and let God work in your life and do the things that God calls you to do. Stand by and see what God can do for you and to you and through you. That's what I'm talking about. Be still, and I'll fight your battle. You can't fight them with what I'm fighting with. You worried about Donald Trump, but I made Donald Trump. Donald Trump didn't understand that the same way 210,000 people have died of corona, that I'm the giver and the taker of life. Donald wants to play with me, but stay back. Stand back and see what I can do with Donald. Donald think he has defeated the corona in 2 or 3 days. Stand back. I ain't through with Donald yet. Quit worrying about things you don't need to worry about. Stay in your lane and worry about the things that you need to worry about. Yeah. 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 He won't wear his mask. And some of you need to take off your mask. Not this mask. See, what these masks do, they hide you. I tell people when I see them, hey, Thaddeus, I'm so-and-so. Baby, take that mask down so I can see who you are. This mask covers up. If you don't know who I am, I'm covered. And the reason that Donald Trump took his mask off, boy, I'm feeling the preacher, let me leave this alone. The reason that Donald Trump took his mask off, see, a mask hides who you are. When you take the mask off, it exposes you. God has allowed Donald to take the mask off so that he can be exposed for who he really is. He won't be successful because the mask is off. Yeah. I told you this is for you to keep the germs away. These things are to keep you from being infected. Well, Donald is already infected. He's just exposing the infection now. Don't get contaminated by Donald Trump. It's in God's hand. He can't keep a mask on because God keeps revealing him who he is. He can't cover up his demonic spirit. He can't cover up what he's trying to do to God's people. He can't do it. He thought he did it for a photo op. He did it because he's exposed. All right, my time is up. I know my time. I got 2 minutes left. And I be meaning to preach to you. I don't. But it's in me, so it just come out of me. And I ain't your grandma's type preacher. I ain't what you maybe you used to on Sunday morning. But God uses me to give you a truth that you wouldn't hear if you didn't want to hear the cussing pastor. And none of this I have planned. God is going to move in this country like it's never moved before. This ain't the first time that plagues have hit this country or this world. And in the end, God still reigns. Go back to my Facebook pages and listen to the message from yesterday. Stand back and stand by. Don't let that be a negative slogan anymore to you. If God can make a mule talk, he can make a Donald Trump say something that he didn't mean to say. That mule didn't know he could talk. He didn't. Believe in God. It becomes our job. I'm not talking about Baptists, Methodists, those who are believers. It's in your hand. In 2 Chronicles, it says, if my people who are called by my name, that sounds like that's believers, Christians. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their evil ways. That ain't the end of the sentence. That's a comma. And seek my face. Seek my face, humble themselves, turn from their wicked ways. Comma, which they told me at Chicago Park Elementary School, that's a more to the sentence. Then will I hear from heaven and he'll trust him. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Whatever's going on in your life, stand back and stand by. Let that be your positive statement in your life. Stand back and stand by. You want that good job? Stand back and stand by and see how God works. You want happiness in your home? Stand back and stand by. You want to see a change in this country? Stand back and stand by. That ain't negative. And I want you to tell somebody when they start talking about what they said at the debate, tell them they gave us some blessed words. They gave, see, and I gotta go. And the reason that God let those words come out is because you need to hear those words. And those words have been spoken over and over again as something that is negative all week long because it came from Donald Trump. But Donald Trump gave you something that is positive, that can change your life forever if you just stand back and stand back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here and being a part. I didn't mean to get into the preacher part because I've been on my roll on my entertainment end. But God will ease in and say, now, there's somebody that's listening to you that needs to hear more than you cussing. They need the blessing now. They need to know something that is going to change their very existence, their very lives. And I hope something has been said to you that will change your life and your way of thinking. Don't worry about Donald Trump. He can't win. He can't win unless God allows him to win. Okay? All right. I'll do this all over again at 1 p.m. tomorrow with midday. And the pastor, you tell somebody about it. And you pushed it. I'm going to go. Thank you so much. I hope something has been said that will help you until then. Y'all have a great and a marvelous night. If you want to give to the ministry, well, I'm talking to you here.